We welcome you to Tiger Arena and to the first home clash of the decade for this young Lady Tiger side. I'm John Smith alongside Noah Knight as we welcome you to the opening broadcast. Tonight, the Lady Tigers welcome county rivals Cloverport in this 11th district clash. Noah, as we know, the Lady Tigers did play a couple times over Christmas. How did these games fare for the Lady Tigers?
Well, our last broadcast arena here, the Lady 4-2, the two losses coming at the hands of Campbell County in the BSN Holiday Classic. That one was 43-57. All year up 68, a performance that should hold no shame for this Lady Tigers team. However, as tonight goes, John, what might you think we should look out for tonight?
I think a big factor on the night, of course, Isabel Grimes leads the team in 20-point games with 4 on the year. But of course, massive statistic here, only 11 points away from joining the 1,000-point club. And that would be huge for just this sophomore.
And of course, the 1,000-point club, you think of some of the Lady Tigers' most prominent stars last year. Kayla Young, her senior year, hit 1,000 points. While she was a center, she wasn't as much a prolific scorer. It's just such a phenomenon to see someone so young, so close to 1,000 points. But that shows you just how much involvement she's had in this Lady Tigers team since day one.
And of course, most notably, the all-time leading scorer at Breckinridge County High School, her own sister Lily Grimes, with 2,597 points, more than 1,000 above the second highest. And she has a chance to chase that realistically.
I was just about to ask you there, what do you think are the odds maybe Isabel could chase her own sister's record?
Barring injury, if she can put up some 25-point plus performance years, which is not an easy ask here, certainly, at this level. But in that case, if it were 25-point average, 30-game season, she would actually be breaking that record.
Oh, absolutely. It really is something to just sit back and awe. 11 points away, and that's not an impossible total to get in a game. We've seen her do it time and time again. We could even see it perhaps in the first half if she can get hot early here.
We definitely expect her to reach that. 31 is her career high on the year, and I wouldn't be surprised if that number also gets toppled at some point. A big name in the starting lineup that did have a phenomenal showing, Cassidy McDaniel had 19 points against Apollo with 5 3-pointers. She was always struggling to get open and a little timid at times, but in that game, absolutely came out.
We're getting ready to be introduced.
And we are now going to send you over to Breck Live.
Wright Implement is your one-stop source for everything John Deere. Save like never before on everything from commercial zero-turn mowers to lawn tractors to compact utility tractors and more. Right now at Wright Implement, you can get 0% financing for 60 months on a brand new John Deere 4044M compact utility tractor, and that price includes a loader. Save today at Wright Implement with 9 locations in Kentucky and Indiana to serve you, and online at wrightimp.com.
Emptiness. That's what this is right now. And I'm not just talking about the auditorium. Here at Breck Live, we have space for a commercial. Your very own commercial. Kobe. This could have been you, but instead, it's just me, all alone. And I just want to go home.
I'll welcome you back to Breck Live here, following words from our sponsors. And Noah, I believe you're going to go over a little bit on last year's matchups.
Oh, yeah. Last year there were 3 matchups between the Aces and the Lady Tigers. The first one, November 30th, 2018 at Tiger Arena. The Lady Tigers won 73-21, a 52-point win for the Lady Tigers. Cloverport only able to knock down 7 shots on the night, and 2 of their 2, I would say, arguably best players on that year, Lily and Jenna Nottingham, combined for 15 of their 21, while Grimes had 18, Tabor had 12, and Sydney had 10. The second game, January 4th, 2019 at Cloverport, Lady Tigers won again 63-31. Lily Nottingham only able to put up 10, but was the only ace in double figures. Grimes, Mucker, and Young all combined for 41, and that third matchup was at Cloverport, first round of the 11th District, 62-28. Grimes was actually, interestingly enough, the only Lady Tiger in double figures with 14, while Hurst led all scorers with 15.
Yeah, Bailey Hurst there, as you mentioned, will be starting tonight. Number 22, we presume, 10.5 points a game, 5 rebounds, and wasn't the leading scorer last year. That actually go to the junior guard as well, Olivia Weatherholt, who's putting up 9.4 a game. But the story of this Cloverport team is really 4 players combining for almost all the scoring, and as from what we could tell, averaging about 40 points per game of the team's 42 per game. So really it's been quite the operation looking for that 5th person.
About 2 minutes left until this game gets underway, and of course, we do mention that still joining the Lady Tigers on the bench is Kate Adkins. However, we have mentioned before how that 5th career concussion cut things short for her, but as we expected, is there for that emotional support there with the team.
We also do know, after you mentioned the Christmas break, Breckinridge County 10-3, not the 6-0 start that we had, but this is still the best start since 2010 and 2011. Led by the former all-time leader in points, Julie Whitfill. And for Cloverport, 3-6 start. They start off dropping their first 4 games, turned it around 1-3 straight, but have lost their opening 2 here in to kick off 2020.
I mean, you know, we talk about that undefeated start we got off to, but you look at the losses. The Campbell County loss was our biggest one on the year, but it's almost shocking to see that we were able to have a smaller deficit at Apollo than we were here against Meade County. Of course, Meade County is a rival, but that 1-point difference in the score was a 5-point game against Apollo and a 6-point game against Meade County.
That is true. Apollo, they have one of the best offenses and defenses. Breckinridge County 4th in both categories in the region. Apollo leading them in both just slightly, and of course picked up a win the other day against the Lady Tigers.
And we do know that this Breckinridge County team is 2nd in the region with scoring at 55.87 points. And you mentioned the defense and the offense of Apollo, still able to put up 68 points on Apollo at Apollo.
Yeah, in regulation, that's pretty impressive, but it looks like we're now ready for our starting lineups on the night.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Again, welcome to Breckinridge County High School and Tiger Arena for some 11th District girls basketball action. Please join me for tonight's starting lineups. First, for our visitors from Cloverport High School. Number 3, Lindsay Thurman. Number 20, Olivia Weatherholt. Number 22, Bailey Hurst.
I don't know if they told you, but
Number 32, Lily Nottingham.
And as you heard there, the starting lineups for Cloverport: Hurst, Nottingham, Weatherholt, Thurman, and Williams. And for Breckinridge County, the traditional 5.
I believe the only one that we didn't really see coming for Cloverport was Williams, but it looks like they will go with a bit more of an experienced lineup. However, their only senior on the team is not starting on the night.
That is true.
But they do not have any freshmen on the team. We get
But,
underway, and Grimes already with 2, 9 away from that 1,000 mark.
Interesting to note, Isabel there not taking the tip, something we've seen her do all season. And immediately
A
Aaliyah
steal by
comes away
Mucker,
here.
and it's up to Grimes. Will she shoot it? She will, and there's 5 on the night, 6 away from the 1,000 mark.
And immediately out of the gate, oh
McDaniel
my.
with the steal,
And
stolen right back from her by Weatherholt.
Weatherholt tries to get out of this. 5 points in under 10 seconds for the Lady Tigers there.
Here comes Hurst.
Turnover.
Hurst loses it, and here's Grimes.
And this looks like it's going to be
Grimes
7.
will take it.
And going to be blocked away.
This one will remain Lady Tigers ball, though.
To inbound at Natalie, as we expect. Quickly gets it into Isabel. Back out to Natalie.
Natalie takes it from that corner, and it is
Down a 3.
another 3 for the Lady Tigers.
And an extremely energetic start here from the Lady Tigers. Not giving up an inch of space. Isabel nearly comes away with the steal there, but
8 points in 60 seconds for these Lady Tigers.
it was Hurst there to draw the foul. Foul on Sydney, her first. And the first of the game. Here's Nottingham to take it up. 10 points a game for her. To Weatherholt. Gets it out to Hurst. This one to Williams. Puts it up, no good. And rebounded by Cassidy. Up to Natalie, quickly away.
Up to Sydney now.
And Sydney is fouled. She'll be going to the line. Sydney, a 54% free throw shooter. 17 to 31 on the year. And she's got 2 coming up. But my goodness, what a start from the Lady Tigers. First is good from Sydney. Second on the way from Sydney, and it's good.
Well, it's interesting. We were talking about those 11 points. Lily Grimes wore the number 11. Isabel Grimes wears that number 11, and they're chasing that 11 points tonight.
That is true. And Aaliyah quickly.
Speaking of, here's Isabel up to Sydney.
And a
Gets the
quick
assist to
there.
Sydney. 12-0.
Isabel with 5 points and 2 assists in under 2 minutes. That is pretty incredible.
These aces looks left in shock now.
And this one going to make its way out of bounds. And actually a 30-second timeout called by Cloverport here. So they were unable to break that press. And this is an explosive start from the Lady Tigers.
Absolutely, as I mentioned, 8 points in 60 seconds.
And 12 in only under 2 minutes. And absolutely what this team needed. And Isabel just mere moments away from that record. Certainly expected to be shattered. Not a 1,000-point mark during this quarter now.
You know, we talked about first half. It's definitely possible in this first quarter.
That is true. Cloverport looking to pick up their first regional win since 2015. That one coming against Whitesville. Last district win was a forfeit in 2005.
Now, another note to make here, as you look to the bench, we see one Lady Tiger not dressed out, Skylar Tucker.
Here's Isabel. After Cassidy here. Takes it up on the right side.
Sydney in the corner will take it.
Sydney.
And just short,
And
rebounded
Aaliyah.
by Aaliyah. Out to
Cass.
Cassidy. Will she take it? She will. Will
No
not
good.
fall.
And
But it's
Aaliyah
rebounded again.
And Isabel
This
with
one up
another
for
chance,
Isabel.
And way off on that one. Makes its way out of bounds. Going back to Breckinridge County, but there's Aaliyah coming up with 2 rebounds, and we know against Meade County, 25 points and 8 rebounds. was quite the showing. Struggled a
Isabel.
little bit during Christmas. And Sydney there, unable to put that one in. And this one going to go to Cloverport. Isabel.
Sydney nearly comes up with her own offensive rebound there.
Weatherholt makes its way to Hurst. And put up there and in. And a nice finish there from Thurman. Averaging 9.3 points per game. But here's Isabel. And she's going to give it up. Looks for the back cut from Aaliyah. Natalie, guarded by Weatherholt. Looked at a three. And Isabel's going to come away with it on the right side. Takes it down the left.
Drive.
And puts it up and in.
There's points number 6 and 7.
Just 4 away now from that record. A baseball pass all the way down the court here. And it makes its way inside. Terrific rejection from Aaliyah.
Nottingham is blocked by Aaliyah.
And Aaliyah is going to give it to Isabel here. Another three on the way, and this one's good.
This one's good. There's 8, 9, and 10. 1 point away. 999 points.
And a foul there called against Natalie. My goodness. Quite the start here from Isabel. On a pace to score about 80 points. Weatherholt to inbound it here to Nottingham. Gets it across half court here. And makes its way to Weatherholt. Back to Thurman. Makes its way all the way back out. Weatherholt looks at a three, takes it in against Isabel. And a double dribble is called there. And it's going to go back to the Lady Tigers.
17-2, just under halfway through this first quarter. Or just over halfway through this first quarter, excuse me. Grimes brings it up.
Isabel with a chance here.
Out to Aaliyah.
Three on the way. And that was just going to roll out. And a foul going to be called here. I believe the second on Sydney now.
Second on Sydney.
And back up the court. Nottingham brings it. Out to Weatherholt. Inside. Makes its way to Hurst.
It's Nottingham in that corner, looks to drive, finds Weatherholt.
And Weatherholt knocks down a three. Weatherholt had the season high for Cloverport, 20 against Bergen, and their 3-game win streak. And here's Isabel, gives it up to Natalie. Natalie
and it is
finds
Grimes.
And a chance for the record. That one banks in.
1,002 points for Isabel Grimes.
And she has now joined the 1,000-point club in this game. Now here's Thurman. Inside Hurst. Back out, three. Misses everything. And timeout for the Lady Tigers. And jubilation there.
In fact, there's even a few signs in the crowd for Isabel on 1,000.
Oh, yes. And just a sophomore. Certainly wouldn't be surprised to see the 2,000-point signs out there in a couple of years. But my goodness, what a start from this team and especially from Isabel.
Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in congratulating Lady Tigers sophomore Isabel Grimes for scoring her 1,000th point and 2 foul with a 3-pointer. Congratulations, Isabel.
As we come back into things, it will be Breckinridge County taking it in and Cassidy bringing it up the court. Not someone we're used to taking it up. She gives it out to Natalie on the right wing. Back out to Cassidy. She looks on the left, takes it in the middle.
Weatherholt. And here's Tabor, puts it up
and
over
Natalie
Nottingham. Can't.
rims out her second 3 try on the game. And Isabel nearly comes away with a steal, but
what a save there by Hurst, though.
very impressive save indeed from Hurst. This one out to Sydney on this right corner.
Finds McDaniel, will fake it.
Cassidy to Aaliyah, back out
Over
to
to
Sydney.
Tucker.
Natalie in the corner.
Tabor puts it up from the corner, and that one is no good. McDaniel finds it, finds Grimes.
And just can't rim that one in either. And Hurst eventually comes away with it. Makes its way in the middle to Thurman, but back out eventually to Nottingham.
Lily
Hurst
Critchlow.
from way downtown. And
Lily
that one comes up
Critchlow now
short.
for Breck County looks to be warming up.
Here's Sydney. She's got plenty of space, elects not to shoot, makes its way back up to Isabel. She works it up on the right side, out to Cassidy on the left. Makes its way to Sydney. And Natalie in the corner whips it back up to
McDaniel.
Cassidy. And that one just rims out again, and the Lady Tigers not finding the most luck from the rim today, and a foul there on Aaliyah. Trampled over Weatherholt there.
Looked like a game of leapfrog there for a second.
And it will go back to Cloverport following the foul.
Sydney Tucker and Isabel Grimes will be taking a seat. Hannah Ratajkowski and Lily Critchlow will be checking in.
There's Weatherholt on the right side now. Gets it out to Bennett. 3 on the way there.
That one's good. 20-8 now.
That one coming
Under a minute left in this first quarter.
That one coming from Hurst in that left corner. Cassidy to take it up the court again here on the right side. Out to Natalie. All the way over to Hannah Ratajkowski, who puts it up, and that one called a clean block. And it will be taken back away here by Hurst. Hurst up the left side to Weatherholt. Down in the corner. Makes its way to Nottingham. Back up to Hurst here on the right side. And she'll set the offense up here. Guarded by Aaliyah, interestingly. And back to Nottingham. Tipped away, though. And here's Aaliyah. And she just puts in the layup, and that one comes away.
McDaniel puts this one up off the glass, and it's good. 22-8, Lady Tigers.
And that will most likely wrap
Last shot of the game.
Wrap up the quarter here. And a phenomenal start for the Lady Tigers, but most notably, the 1,000 Point Club joining from Isabel Grimes as we now send you over to our sponsors.
Wright Implement is your one-stop source for everything John Deere. Save like never before on everything from commercial zero-turn mowers to lawn tractors to compact utility tractors and more. Right now at Wright Implement, you can get 0% financing for 60 months on a brand new John Deere 4044M compact utility tractor, and that price includes a loader. Save today at Wright Implement with 9 locations in Kentucky and Indiana to serve you, and online at wrightimp.com.
Now welcome you back. Lady Tigers leading here against district and county rivals Cloverport 22-8. And the most notable story from that first quarter, absolutely Isabel Grimes coming up into that 1,000 point club with 12 points, I believe it was, in that first half.
Was able to knock down, I believe it was 2 twos and a handful of threes, it seemed.
But we do get things underway here in the second quarter. Grimes on the bench. And here's Natalie on the right side. Back up to Cassidy. Natalie again tries another 3. This one is good. And
coming out of the quarter, into the second quarter, just how they started that first one.
And Natalie knocks down her second 3 on the night. This one makes this pass way over the head of Emily Bennett there, who came off the bench as the 6th man in that first quarter.
There will be a sub for both the Aces and the Tigers.
It's like Sydney returns with 2 fouls for Hannah Ratajkowski here. Hannah making her 9th appearance on the year in 14 games now. Here's Aaliyah on the left. Out to Cassidy, takes it in the right side, puts this one up, and knocks
That
it down.
one's good.
And Cassidy Knight with a nice shot there, knocked down a 3 earlier in the first quarter.
It is a 19-point game now.
Down the middle is Hurst, out to Nottingham, and that one is good. Nottingham gets the aces into double figures here.
The Aces coming out with all they've got, but the Lady Tigers have just been electric to start that first quarter.
Was a phenomenal start to that first quarter.
Out to McDaniel.
And Cassidy knocks down another one.
It is a 20-point game now.
And the Lady Tigers with certainly their hottest start that we've seen here.
Absolutely. Another one up for the Aces, just going right after another tick for tack.
And Liana Dupin was the one there. Number 31 off the bench. And here's Cassidy, top of the key. She looks, plays it into Aaliyah, gives it back off. Cassidy, who's got the hot hand right now. Natalie tries
Tabor will
another
take
3.
one for herself,
and that
one's
one's good too.
good.
And Cassidy and Natalie right now are combining for 6 threes in this game. And Weatherholt does come away with a good pass there from Thurman. A nice finish there. And we see Cassidy bring it back up the court. On the left side, out to Natalie. Surprised she didn't take that one. And Aaliyah is going to come away with it on this left side.
To McDaniel on the drive, and here's Tabor. Finds Mucker. Down low is Lily Critchlow. Finds Sydney open.
Sydney tries a 3.
She
and
knocks
it
one down.
And
36-14.
Incredible 3-point scoring display, and another steal, and Cassidy puts it up again and
There
knocks
it is,
it down.
38-14, 24-point game.
And the Lady Tigers seemingly cannot miss right now. 38 points in about 10, 11 minutes so far, and nearly a turnover there. Hurst gives it out. Shot on the way from Dupin, that one no good, and rebounded by Natalie. And the senior's going to take it up the court here on the right side. She looks
She
after
finds
Sydney,
Tucker. She
another
will-
3.
For the
and
same
it's
shot
good.
again, 41-14.
An incredible scoring barrage there from the Lady Tigers. An absolute massacre from beyond the arc. 41 points in 11 minutes.
What a showing we have seen for the Lady Tigers.
Absolutely phenomenal stuff.
We could certainly see a season high in points tonight. I mean, you look at our win against Nicholas County at Bourbon County, we scored 41 in the entire game in our 41-34 win. We've got that in just 11 minutes now into this game.
And Cloverport really not getting bad shots.
Like
They're finding open shots, but the Tigers absolutely on fire right now.
I would say Cloverport are having a regular quarter, like a regular possession worth of scoring, but this Lady Tigers team seemingly cannot miss.
Absolutely incredible stuff here. 41 points in 11 minutes. That is not a common feat at this level. Certainly the first time we've seen it on the season.
Isabel Grimes coming back into the game.
Sydney right now with 3 threes, I believe. Natalie with 3 threes as well. Cassidy with 2. I believe Isabel with a couple as well. Banked in that one to get over the 1,000 mark. And up the court brings Nottingham to Weatherholt. Way out on the right wing here. And a
And there's
turnover.
a steal
Sydney
for Sydney up to Isabel.
throws it away from her. Works it back inside and nearly a turnover.
Lady Tiger ball.
Tapped away by Thurman there. Thurman had 17 against Trinity in her season high. Makes its way back up to Isabel though. Looks to set the offense up. Natalie wide open. Weatherholt comes out to her. Aaliyah all the way to Isabel, and another 3 is good. Absolutely astounding stuff from beyond the arc.
A 30-point game.
That's got to be at least 6 consecutive 3s going for the Lady Tigers. Nottingham here. Out to Hurst. into Thurman. Weatherholt, a three. She knocked one down earlier. That one looked like it was deflected. And Cassidy going to come away with the rebound here. And she works it up the court. Not something we've seen her play a whole lot of on the year. Isabel plays this one out to Sydney. Back to Cassidy. To Natalie. She gets it back up to Cassidy here at the top of the key. Natalie on the right wing. Up to Isabel. Looks. Back to Aaliyah. Back to Natalie. Open shot. And that one just rims out. And the streak is over there. But had that one gone.
Maybe a breath of fresh air for the Aces.
And
there's a steal.
Though. Sydney going to slow
Sydney
things down.
On the break.
And a good fake there.
This one from the wing. It is 47-14.
And in what is one of the greatest shooting displays I think a lot of us have ever seen. This has been a phenomenal second quarter. Three on the way here. That one comes up short.
Just off the front of the iron. Weatherholt puts that one back up for their 16th.
Weatherholt puts in the miss from Hurst there from beyond the arc. And here's Isabel to set things back up.
Over to Mucker.
Aaliyah looks.
Finds Cassidy in the corner.
Cassidy was knocked down a few already. Back out to Sydney. Cassidy inside to Aaliyah. Looks, turns.
Aaliyah working in that post, just can't get that one to roll.
And that is one of the first few times we've seen the ball in the low post for the Lady Tigers.
You know, interestingly enough, another change we've seen the Lady Tigers make is they haven't really pressed on the Aces this game. Have dropped right back, ready for defense.
It's been quick transition chances, but not out of the break, out of the press, I believe. As you mentioned, and that pass going to go out of bounds from Hurst there. And in come a couple of substitutes for Breckinridge County. The whole team actually getting swapped
Lily
out.
Henning, Lauren Lucas, Azaria Tucker. Lily Henning and Hannah Ratajewski. Lily Henning will throw it in here to Ratajewski. Azaria Tucker.
Hannah Ratajewski here. Nice show of quickness there, but Hurst comes away with it. On the left side, three on the way, and that one just long. Back out to Weatherholt, this one up, and it's also long. Makes its way out of bounds, following the miss, back to the Lady Tigers, and we see Lauren Lucas take it out, making her 5th appearance on the year. And this one gonna come in to Hannah Ratajewski.
Hannah to Natalie Henning here. Down back to Hannah. Thought maybe she got a foul, but the Aces do step out of bounds.
And it will go back to the Lady Tigers here. You see Lauren take it out again. Long two on the way from Hannah. That one going to go long. And here is Nottingham on the other end, guarded by Lauren. Good defense there from Lauren to force her out. But steps away, and that one going to be knocked down.
Goal line, Lily Nottingham.
Lily Nottingham able to find some space there and make the shot. Here's Lily Critchlow on the right wing. Natalie Henning to Lauren. In the middle, puts it up. That one blocked, it looked like, and Azaria unable to hit it there. Rebounded by Hannah, and going to be able to set things back up. Here's Lily
Critchlow.
Top of the key, out to Lauren on the left side.
Azaria over to Hannah. Screen by Henning.
Hannah with a good show of quickness there, and turned over. Olivia Weatherholt.
Henning trailing here.
And a foul is called there, as it will be Weatherholt to go to the line with a chance to cut this lead. First time that Cloverport has gone to the line tonight. 62% shooter, and the first one rolls in.
At the line for Frederick Fraize, number 20, Olivia Weatherholt. She'll have 1 remaining.
Just under 20 seconds till halftime. And the second one is up, and it is good. It knocks down both free throws. And the Lady Aces have 20 on the night. Here's Ratajewski. Gives it up on the left side.
Handing.
Makes its way, though. And that three.
Slow down. Fantastic start.
For halftime.
Wright Implement is your one-stop source for everything John Deere. Save like never before on everything from commercial zero-turn mowers to lawn tractors to compact utility tractors and more. Right now at Wright Implement, you can get 0% financing for 60 months on a brand new John Deere 4044M compact utility tractor. And that price includes a loader. Save today at Wright Implement with 9 locations in Kentucky and Indiana to serve you. And online at wrightimp.com.
Emptiness. That's what this is right now. And I'm not just talking about the auditorium. Here at Breck Live, we have space for a commercial. Your very own commercial. Kobe. This could have been you, but instead, it's just me, all alone. And I just want to go home.
We now welcome you back as we are just about to get into the second half of action. And Lady Tigers currently leading 47-20. And Noah, how about that second quarter from the Lady Tigers?
It was a 27-point quarter in 8 minutes. What a half you could say for the Lady Tigers. 2 20-plus point quarters, and just at times just looked absolutely unstoppable. Everything they would throw up went in, but as the second quarter went on, just like the first quarter, it did kind of start to die out, but nonetheless, you got to be impressed with this because it's just not something you see every day in high school. 4
players in that first half had 2 or more three-pointers. That is incredible and just, quite frankly, unstoppable at that point. Also, the Lady Tigers season average 57 points. Right now they are on 47 at halftime. So almost certainly expect that to fall, barring something absolutely outer worldly. Cloverport still trying to pick up their first regional victory since 2015. That one coming against Whitesville.
A 27-point deficit. Now you think about what we just said. The second quarter was 27 points for Breck, and now that's what they have to do to make up what they've taken so far.
Will Crier to replicate, basically impossible to copy quarter. The Lady Tigers look most likely to move on to 11-3 on the year.
I mean, you would have to see the Lady Tigers not make almost a single shot for the rest of the game, and by the way this game has gone, that's just very unlikely.
Neither team really getting to the line tonight. Only 4 free throws shot total, but this game has been played almost entirely beyond the arc. The Lady Tigers only have 6 finishes inside the three-point line on the night, and they have a 27-point lead. So that tells you all you really need to know about where the scoring's been coming from in this one. We are wrapping up here at 30 seconds.
We've seen 4 absolutely prolific shooters. We've seen Cassidy McDaniel, Isabel Grimes, Sydney Tucker, and Natalie Tabor just absolutely tear it up out there tonight.
And it looks like going into the second half, we're going to see the starters come back by the looks of the bench. Chad Mormon there directing them, 71-36.
And you mentioned, I guess, the lack of free throws. Not too overly surprising just because of the deficit the game's been in. You don't really see the overly competitive games. You see more of the overly competitive games, a lot of free throws. It's tough physical games. This one hasn't really been all that physical.
It's been heavily played beyond the arc for sure.
Aside from the Lady Tigers, like we had mentioned in the first half, the Aces aren't doing poorly. It's just in comparison to what we've seen. And what we've seen from the Lady Tigers is just absolutely one of the best performances.
It has been for them on the year for sure. And quickly getting underway here, here's Weatherholt. Gives it up inside. And that pass there swatted away. And Aaliyah going to force the jump ball there as Lindsey Thurham tried to weave that pass in there. Unable to do so.
That only the second jump ball, so this time it will go to the Lady Tigers. Now possession arrow back in favor of the Aces.
And it's going to be Isabel taking it up the court, who's already had an outstanding game. Did not play for the vast majority of that second quarter, but going to get things going underway here. Top of the key to Cassidy. Takes it in, puts it up, and unable to get that one to go. Nearly fights for the rebound, but it will eventually be tapped away to Thurman. And back out to Hurst here. Weatherholt takes it on the left side, tapped away, and Mucker comes away with it. Natalie on the right side, trying to break.
Tabor finds Sydney in that corner, and
just long from Sydney. looked to knock down her 4th three on the night, but unable to do so. And it's going to make its way back out. This one now in the hands of Nottingham. Looks to set it up, gets the pass back inside, puts it up, no good, and rebounded by Aaliyah. Aaliyah here breaking down the right side to Isabel. Fakes, finds Natalie inside. And Natalie drags it out, back to Isabel. She fires a three, and that one just long.
Seems like her first shot in quite a while.
Quickly rebounded by Nottingham, put up, no good. Rebounded by Sydney, and not a pretty start to this third quarter so far.
I think maybe anticipated another defender behind her there, but
Sydney fires again. This one, no good. Rebounded by Isabel. Put up, no call, and that one will stay with the Lady Tigers, though. And so far, 0 points here in about 2 minutes. At the same point, the beginning of the game, it was 12-0, I believe. And timeout here, quickly called from Cloverport. And I believe, as we kind of expected, I think things were going to slow down a little bit.
yeah, for sure. You almost hate to say it, but I wouldn't call it really expected, but this isn't really out of the ordinary, as we mentioned with the previous scores of last year. And it is a very thin roster, only 8 players on the team.
For the Lady Tigers, since 1999, over the last 2 decades, the Lady Tigers 47-0 against Cloverport. This would make 48, and 1 forfeit back in 2005.
And I mean, of course, you have to admire the Lady Aces fight here.
As Natalie quickly feeds that to Aaliyah, who puts it in.
You know, you see a team go down 29 points, and they might say that's the end of it, but the Aces, they're still trying to put numbers on the board to the best of their ability.
Hurst out here on the left side, looks right, kicks this one out to Nottingham, inside to Weatherholt. Works for the right-handed layup, puts it up, no good, and rebounded by the senior Natalie Tabor here. Out to Cassidy, takes it in on the left, back out to Natalie.
Natalie for 3.
And that one long as well.
Sydney rebounds that one, this one out to Isabel. She'll take it back up from the top.
Isabel looks to slow things down here. Here to Natalie on the left side, back to Isabel, 3 on the way.
Puts that one up, and no
good
good
again. And tapped back out, and Isabel nearly turns that one over. And
she will blow by 2 defenders, finds Cassidy in the corner, and that one is
finally
good.
Gets the roll.
The first 3 of the second half now.
And the Lady Tigers knocked down that 3, putting them over 50 on the night, 52-20 now.
You talk about a difference in starting the halves. Just 5 in the first 3 here, maybe 7 now in this to start the second half, but not coming in near as quick succession as we've seen in that first 60 seconds.
Nottingham feed to Thurman, puts it up, no good from Nottingham. And Aaliyah comes away with another rebound on the night.
Now she will find Isabel, finds McDaniel,
Cassidy,
and it's whipped over to Sydney. She'll put this one up, no good.
And Sydney seemingly lost a hot hand right now. Knocked down 3 from beyond the arc in that first half of play, but 0 for 4 so far. Weatherholt takes it in on the left side, tapped away. She comes away with it though, and puts it up and blocked by Aaliyah, but a foul is called. Weatherholt will be the first player to return to the line on the night. Knocked down her first 2 of the game, and the only 2 for Cloverport. Knocks down the first 3 for 3 now.
Enter the Breckinridge County High. Number 50, Lily Critchlow. Number 4, Natalie King.
Our second one is just short. And Cassidy comes away with the rebound here.
Natalie Henning and Lily Critchlow checks in.
I did see some playing in that first half. Here's Cassidy on the right side to Natalie. She looks back to Aaliyah and back to Natalie. Another fake. And some great ball movement there as Cassidy's able to knock down another shot. And she's well on her way to another phenomenal scoring display. Had 19 against Apollo, which was her career high at the time. 3 on the way there is short. That one from Hurst, but put back up and tapped away eventually to Natalie Henning. Up to Aaliyah. Layup is up and rolls out a second layup on the night. And she's had 2 open chances now.
Natalie Henning just knocks it out, and
Aaliyah standing right there.
Cannot keep it in possession.
Off the court now, Nottingham up the middle. And a full timeout called here from the Lady Aces. And it's not been quite as unbelievable as the first half, but
this third quarter, 9 points for the Lady Tigers and only 1 for the Aces off that free throw.
Would have been impossible, though, to ask for anything like that second quarter. We are seeing Aaliyah, though, leading rebounder on the team, averaging over 8 per game. And she's coming away with a lot, but 2 open chances on the fast break, unable to convert. Certainly glad it's in a game up 35 instead of a game such as Apollo, such as Meade County. So.
Absolutely. It was hard to imagine as competitive a match as, say, a Meade County or an Apollo, just because of they're such established programs, you could say.
Absolutely. Of course, this is a district matchup. Breckinridge County held a 7 straight district matchup streak. That was broken by Meade County, though. First loss against a district team since 2017, and the first home defeat since last February. Inbound here from Nottingham. Looks, gets it inside, and that one put up and in by Hurst there. Cassidy here to Natalie. And back up to Cassidy. Aaliyah down to Natalie. Cassidy drives it, puts it up in the middle, puts it up and in. And what a game Cassidy McDaniel is having today. She's been deadly on that drive to the middle off the wing, as well as just a spot-up shooter.
One thing I've heard noted was a focus for Cassidy was getting that shot off faster. She's got a very knockdown shot, but it was about getting it off faster for her. And it seemed it's really coming into play in this one.
And she does come out of the game now for Hannah Radziewski, as the Lady Tigers set up in a 2-3 here. Natalie guarding Nottingham on the right side. Back up here to Hurst. Hurst looks. Gets this
Natalie Henning right there.
Thurman back up to Hurst on the right side. Nottingham for 3, and that one's just going to rattle out and tipped away and out of bounds, returning to the Lady Aces.
I believe last touch may have been on Henning there.
Nottingham again to take it out. Gets it in and nearly turned over. Looking for a pass to Weatherholt. Puts it up. No good. And this one going to go to the Lady Tigers. Last touch there coming from Nottingham. Natalie gets it into Hannah here. And she works it up the center of the court. Crosses the timeline and gets this one out to Lauren. Natalie in the corner. Hannah for 3, puts it up and knocks it down, and that's her first 3-pointer on the year. And Hannah Radziewski in her 9th appearance on the year knocks down a big triple there. And I believe the second of the second half for the Lady Tigers.
Closing in on half a minute left.
Thurman to Weatherholt. Up, no good. And the
Rebounded
rebound
by Critchlow, up to Tabor.
And Natalie on the right side. And looks to just slow things down with only 20 seconds to go in this third quarter. Natalie, great fake to the left side, puts it up, hits the top of the backboard. Rebounded by Natalie Henning, no good. And Nottingham gonna have a chance at the last shot with 3 seconds to go. Puts it up, and that one's just long, and that will wrap up the third quarter of action.
61-23 as we send you to a word from our sponsors.
Wright Implement is your one-stop source for everything John Deere. Save like never before on everything from commercial zero-turn mowers to lawn tractors to compact utility tractors and more. Right now at Wright Implement, you can get 0% financing for 60 months on a brand new John Deere 4044M compact utility tractor. And that price includes a loader. Save today at Wright Implement with 9 locations in Kentucky and Indiana to serve you. And online at wrightimp.com.
We welcome you back here to the final quarter of action here.
61-23, the current score line. Of course, Lady Tigers, we know that first half was absolutely electric, but
things gotten a little stale here in this second half
wasn't
of
too
action.
much a surprise to see things slow down once they put up as many as they did in that first half.
We are seeing a couple variations in the lineup from the Lady Tigers. Aaliyah playing a couple times with some younger players, but
Azaria back in the game does her, I believe this may be her first appearance, one of her first appearances.
A 3 long, and Aaliyah nearly turns this one over, but it somehow stays in, and a travel's going to be called. That 3 was from Hurst to there on the outside. An interesting thing to note, probably the Lady Tigers' biggest lineup, but very curious how it'll pan out here.
Definitely a lot of height and length on the floor.
Yeah, aside from Hannah, I would say. And it's going to be out here to Hurst on the left side. And this one turned over.
Hitting.
Natalie with a chance. And some good defense there, and going to stay with the Lady Tigers.
Takes out the Iron Tigers there along the baseline.
And here's Lauren to inbound it. And to Aaliyah.
Finding Henning.
Natalie going to get another
First shot on the line, just long. Radaszewski now.
And maybe a carry there.
I was going to say maybe got away with a carry. This one, Aaliyah for 3.
And
She
Aaliyah
knocks one down. What a game we've seen from the 3 for the Lady Tigers.
The 5th player on the night with a 3-pointer for the Lady Tigers. Absolutely incredible stuff. 3 is up there, no good from Thurman, and Hannah gonna come away with it here. Gives it up, Aaliyah, who just knocked down a triple, to Lauren. Back to Hannah. And nearly turned over, and a foul is eventually called.
We see Sydney getting ready to check back in here.
Sydney got in foul trouble early, but only 2 fouls called in this entire second half so far.
This Lily Critchlow checking in as well.
Here's Lauren to take it in.
Finds Henning.
Natalie gives it up to Sydney here, and she's going to set things up. Dribbles over to the right side and brings it back up to the top of the key. Makes its way to Natalie Henning, to Lily. 3 on the way from Lauren, that one.
Long, but it is.
A nice
Henning
rebounded finish from
Henning
Natalie
does
Henning there.
put it back up. Her first 2 on the night.
And the Lady Tigers lead 66 to, I believe, 21 now.
There's a malfunction with our scoreboard.
And a 3 there from Hurst. And yes, I do leave the scoreboard in the stadium. Malfunctioning though. And here's Lauren on the left side. Over to Sydney, 3 on the way. And that one just long. Knocked down a few early, but unable to find her mark so far in the second half. This one down to Hurst. This one on from Thurman, up and in on the long 2 on the corner.
Goal by Lindsay and Thurman.
Here's Sydney. To Lauren here on the left side. Inside to Lily, looking for her first points. Gives it up to Sydney instead and is able to finish. Gets the friendly roll there.
Goal by Sydney Tucker.
And now Nottingham takes it back up the court for the Lady Aces. 3 immediately on the way, and that one just long from Hurst and rebounded by Sydney. Taking up the right side and slowing things down a little bit. Works towards the middle of the court and sets things back up as we are halfway through this final quarter. Out to Natalie, inside to Lily, and a foul is called there against Thurman. Only the second foul of the half for the Lady Aces. The Lady Tigers with only 1.
Number 3, Lindsay Thurman. Her second, team second.
And we see Hannah coming in
Fraize, number 31.
for Sydney here as the last starter in the game exits the game.
Number 20, Olivia Little.
Quick feed inside, Lily unable to get a hold of it, and it's going to make its way back to the Lady Aces. Nottingham takes it up the court with only about 3.5 to go. On the right side, good fake there from Hurst. Makes its way out to Dupin, and she knocks it down. Liana Dupin with her 4th point on the night, and the exact same spot she hit it in the first half. Hannah here to Azaria, to Natalie. Hannah tries a 3, and this
Knocks
one's
that
good.
one down.
And the Lady Tigers up to 71 points now, and a 41-point lead in these final 2.5. Nottingham gets it across the timeline here. Out to the left side, Weatherholt. Down to Thurman, quickly guarded by Azaria. Thurman tries to force it up and draws the foul. This one going against Lily Critchlow.
Breckinridge County, number 50. Lily Critchlow. Her first, team second. Lindsay Thurman will be the line for Frederick Fraize. She'll shoot 2.
Free throw attempts, I believe.
Thurman, only the 3rd player tonight to put up free throws, and her first is good. Quick report, 4 of 5 on the night now.
Now, of course, we've seen Weatherholt go to the free throw line the first 2 times. This time Thurman.
And then the Lady Aces 5 for 6 on the night, 83%. And Natalie here on the right side to Lily, to Lauren, to Hannah, who just knocked down a 3 and stolen away there. Eventually makes its way into the hands of Bailey Hurst. Hurst, top of the key, pulls up for 3. That one just long. She's tried a couple from way downtown, just off there though. And Hannah comes away with it. Works it up to the top of the key. Plays it out to his area. Inside, tapped away, and this one, another near turnover and a lot of chaos going on in the middle of the court. And eventually it's going to make its way to Hannah. And she'll look to set things up. And the Lady Tigers looking to run, well, maybe one of their last plays of the game here. Here's Lauren, puts up a shot, and a late foul call. That one going against Dupin.
These free throws, I must note, if even one of these goes in, it will be a season high in points for the Lady Tigers. The last time we scored 71 this season was here against Hancock, but the first one does not fall for Lauren.
Lauren with her first free throw attempt on the year, and it's no good. Her second is up, and that one rattles in.
There is a season high for the Lady Tigers. As I mentioned, at Tiger Arena scored 71 against Hancock County earlier this season.
And Nottingham takes it up the court. 3 on the way from Weatherholt. This one just left, and Lily comes away with it on the rebound from Natalie. Giving up to Hannah here, under 1 minute to go. The Lady Tigers lead 72-32. Still a lot of fight in this Cloverport team, though, and a jump ball going to be called. Going to stay with the Lady Tigers. Clock is, of course, running. Hannah here. Nottingham showing a lot of heart. Still fighting for it. Lauren nearly turns it over to Lily. Natalie blocked away. And tapped out here to Hurst. Quickly down the court. Weatherholt all the way out. Top of the key. Nottingham throws that one up, and a foul called. And I believe actually stopping the clock there. So this will probably be the last couple of shots in the game, as we see Nottingham be the third Lady Ace to go to the line tonight. 60% shooter on the year, and she knocks down her first. Seconds up, and it's good. Lady Ace have been good from beyond the arc today, or beyond the line today, with 7 for 8 in the game. And Hannah just going to get it across the timeline, and that will wrap things up here.
Hannah to dribble out the clock. Final score for your Lady Tigers, 72-34.
And that will, of course, stick around for the second game on the night. That will be Fighting Tigers playing up against the Aces.
Also stick around for your post-game interview.
Of course, likely with Isabel Crime, sorry. A now member of the 1,000 Point Club.
See if we can get her thoughts on that.
Not to forget to mention the next game tomorrow for the Lady Tigers will be at 3 o'clock. That one going to be at Muhlenberg County. But from John Smith and Noah Knight, that will wrap things up.
Wright Implement is your one-stop source for everything John Deere. Save like never before on everything from commercial zero-turn mowers to lawn tractors to compact utility tractors and more. Right now at Wright Implement, you can get 0% financing for 60 months on a brand new John Deere 4044M compact utility tractor. And that price includes a loader. Save today at Wright Implement with 9 locations in Kentucky and Indiana to serve you. And online at wrightimp.com.
Emptiness. That's what this is right now. And I'm not just talking about the auditorium. Here at Breck Live, we have space for a commercial. Your very own commercial. Kobe. This could have been you, but instead, it's just me, all alone. And I just want to go home.
My name is Noah Knight, and I'm here with Isabel Grimes after an excellent performance by the Lady Tigers. First, Isabel, of course, we mentioned that you hit the 1,000-point club. How do you feel about that tonight?
You know, it's really exciting. My sister hit it her sophomore year, actually January the 15th, so it's just really exciting just to be in this moment, and I just remember her. It's just really cool because I looked up to her a lot.
And interesting enough, I mentioned she wore the number 11, you wore the number 11, and you were trying to get 11 tonight. Was it your goal to get the 1,000-point club tonight?
Yes, I did want to get it tonight, especially since there's just 11 points. I thought that was pretty cool.
Well, another thing we pointed out during the game was just how hot you all were in that first half. What do you think was clicking for you all?
We were just hitting the gaps, passing open to the open shooter. We weren't being selfish with the ball. We were just passing, and everyone was hitting their open shots, and that really changes the game anyways.
Absolutely. And do you think this is a big confidence booster going into your next game?
I think so, especially hitting all those shots. We haven't really had a game where everybody's just hit lights out. So now that we've hit lights out coming into Muhlenberg tomorrow, I think it's really just going to help us step up and do what we're supposed to do.
Well, I wish you the best of luck in that game tomorrow, and our next broadcast will actually be the Fern Creek game for the Lady Tigers, and that'll wrap it up here for the Lady Tigers broadcast. Shortly, we'll have coverage of the boys basketball game, who will follow up with their game against the Cloverport Aces.
Wright Implement is your one-stop source for everything John Deere. Save like never before on everything from commercial zero-turn mowers to lawn tractors to compact utility tractors and more. Right now at Wright Implement, you can get 0% financing for 60 months on a brand new John Deere 4044M compact utility tractor, and that price includes a loader. Save today at Wright Implement with 9 locations in Kentucky and Indiana to serve you, and online at wrightimp.com.
Emptiness. That's what this is right now. And I'm not just talking about the auditorium. Here at Breck Live, we have space for a commercial. Your very own commercial. Kobe. This could have been you, but instead, it's just me, all alone. And I just want to go home. Welcome back as we are about to get underway here at Tiger Arena with Breck County versus Cloverport. Cameron, what are you expecting from tonight?
Well, I got to tell you, I'm definitely expecting the Tigers to pull away with the win, but you never know for certain. Tigers are coming off of a great win against Butler County on Tuesday. That was a 69-57 win. The team improved incredibly since over the break at the Daytona Sunshine Classic and against Grayson County. The field goal percentages, definitely much improvement on that. And Kavion Mitchell, Brock Lucas, and all the seniors, really, they had an amazing highlight reel from the night. Kavion with 2 dunks, Brock with some amazing moves and assists, and Justin Shrewsbury with an incredible point scored. And
yeah, Justin with 19 points in that game. I'm not for sure that's his high, but I'm pretty sure that is up there. I think it's his high since his first game of the season where he had 23. Now, one thing to note is Breck County is off to a 9-3 start as opposed to Cloverport, who is off to a 1-10 start.
Yeah, that's just tough coming in here to this incredible environment that is Tiger Arena when there's, as I'm seeing right here, there's not a whole lot of Cloverport fans attending at the moment. That might change further on. But with 11 minutes to go, they're going to have to find some ways to stop these lockdown shooters and really put a hard press against Breckinridge County.
Yeah, and building off that comparison of records, I believe it's going to be a night that we get to see a lot of players that we haven't seen very much of this season.
Yes, it's possible. It's possible. Last game against Cloverport with the girls, you got to saw a lot of the off-bench players come into the game and make some shots of themselves and make some stats for them. And I got to tell you, another big player from Tuesday night was Kason Morris, who was 80% from the three-point line, 4 for 5, an incredible statistic. And I mean, he's definitely one of our best range shooters, him, Kavion Mitchell, and Isaac Seeger, who has been in a little bit of a rough patch, but hoping to see a great game from him tonight.
Yeah, and it seemed like everyone kind of had their own highlight reel from the other night. It was just a great game all around. One person that really stood out to me while I was watching the game, not so much offensively, but Brock Lucas.
Oh, yeah.
Probably the smartest defending I've seen out of a high school basketball player in a very long time. As the one thing that keeps coming away is the strip ball. As one of the Butler players was going up for a wide open layup, he came out of nowhere to strip the ball and steal it away. It was just a great play and helped to seal that game right.
Yeah, I mean, Brock was able to get rid of Parker Rice. They're arguably their best player on the team. He's averaging roughly 22 points per game. And they were able to utilize Brock in the best way they could to draw as many fouls off of Parker Rice, and he got into foul trouble very early on in the game. Definitely need to see Brock like that more often this year, especially going into later season into different tournaments like district and region.
Yeah, and Butler County is very similar to Cloverport that we're going to face tonight. Cloverport has a star player, Noah Pate, scoring 23.9 points per game this season, which is just an outstanding number. Cloverport was much like that with Parker Rice, but in the game that we played, Parker Rice was not so much a factor as we expected.
No, it wasn't. But, I mean, in 11 games, Noah Pate, he has just over a 50% field goal percentage. I mean, that's incredible. And definitely going to need to lock down defense on him very early on in the game if the Tigers want to make a great push to get the game going so they can hopefully slow it down a little bit and allows maybe some of their bench players to come in.
And I don't know if you've noticed this, but it's been one thing that I've really kept my eye on. Since Breck County came back from their Florida trip, their free throw shooting has been outstanding.
It has been. At the beginning of the year, it started off pretty well. Kavion was 100% from the free throw line for a couple games. Then sort of before the break, it started going downhill a little bit. I don't know if that was because they're getting used to this, a lot of games being played. But once the break hit, they were able to settle down a little bit, go to the Sunshine Classic, which was not a very good series of games, as they only went 1-2. But they're able to come back here, and they've already gotten 2 wins back in Kentucky. And but one important thing that the Tigers were able to do in the game against Butler County, who was 9-1 on the season compared to our 8-3 at the time, they were able to control the tempo, and they were able to focus on all the plays and make sure that they could get around the defense best as they could.
Yeah, Butler County was definitely a more quality opponent this year than they have been in years past. It's been their best season in a long time, and we ended up pulling out that victory. So that was very nice to see. I'm going to be very excited when Breck County starts playing the Owensboroughs and the Ohio Counties.
That'll be very exciting.
It's going to be very nice.
Very tough opponents from each of those teams, especially Ohio County, who is ranked #1 in the region right now. They're a phenomenal team. I honestly cannot wait to watch them play. I've seen some of the highlights on various social media accounts, but it's much different whenever you're actually watching it.
Yeah, I feel like Ohio County's kind of like that Auburn type team, to where they did good the year before, but everybody was kind of not going to pick them to do great again this year, and they've proved everyone wrong. And they are soaring right now as the #1 team in the region.
They are, and I believe Breck right now is currently ranked 2, so that's incredible for them. And got about 6 minutes, 30 seconds left before we tip off, and hoping to be an incredible game for the Tigers and hoping to come out with a win.
Now, we just mentioned Auburn, so I have to mention what I put in the last page of the notes. So it's a picture of Joe Burrow. And Cameron, what does it say?
Let me just take a look here. Anyone who thinks this man ain't winning the CFP is freaking stupid.
And that's right. You want to know why? Because it just means more. Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, ACC. I'm sorry. But you're wrong. You're wrong.
Oh, anyway, back to Tiger Arena. Actually, I got to go back to that. I can't wait for that football game. I can't wait to watch. It's going to be so exciting.
I'm really excited. I mean, it's 2 Tigers. We're here with the Tigers. I mean, I feel like it's appropriate. I feel like it's about right.
About 5 minutes to go now. And the band is playing tonight, so if here's some loud noises around us, that's definitely what they are.
Yeah, it's always fun when the band shows up, but it kind of freaks me out a little bit. It's hard to talk over them at times. It's really, it throws you, because we've been here a lot more times without the band than with the band. So it's just it's always interesting. It's always interesting in the band's here, but it gets everyone fired up, so I like it.
Pep section is showing out tonight. Not a huge crowd so far. I don't know if it's because it's a Frederick Fraize game or they're waiting to show up to the last second and get things going. But definitely going to need to pump the Tigers up for this game. And also, as I noticed, Tigers coming out their attire tonight.
Oh, it's retro. It's retro night. We got the John Stockton shorts on. It's going to be a good night. Yeah, Cloverport, we mentioned earlier, they're 1-10 on the season. The one win that they had, Noah Pate, like we mentioned earlier, their star player, their forward, leads them in rebounds and points. 37 points in that game.
Oh, my.
So,
now tell me, do you know what the actual score was at the end of that?
The end of that game, I believe it was a one-score game, 71-69.
What an incredible player. I can't wait to watch him tonight.
I'm wrong. It's 71-68. It was still a one-score game. It went to overtime, actually.
Oh, did it really? Yeah, comparing some of the stats between Breck and Cloverport, Cloverport is only roughly 39% for field goals compared to Breck County's 43%. That went down a little bit after Daytona, but they're picking it back up slowly and steadily. And then the three-point field goals, big difference here, about 13% difference of Cloverport's 20 and Breckenridge's 33% from the three-point line. And that was definitely something that changed last game. A lot of threes that went up.
Yeah, definitely a lot of good three-point shooting in the last game. I liked seeing it. It was a very, very good sign. It's going to help us tonight as well. I don't know if you saw it earlier. It was pretty early that there was a JV game and then a varsity girls game.
Yeah.
And then now it's varsity boys. In the JV game today, the arena was pretty quiet until something huge happened, something really unexpected. Cole Critchlow made a three today.
Oh, my
The
goodness.
arena went nuts. I mean, it's a JV game. We've gone on record because we both played JV saying that nobody cares. But
hey, now.
now listen, I can say that. I played JV for way too many years. Nobody cares. But everybody cared when Cole hit that three, and that's all that matters. He's bringing the life.
I'm really sad. I hope somebody took a video of it because I did not get to see that three. I came in around the second quarter of the JV game, but one player I did see specifically, besides Cole Critchlow, of course, was the other Cole Proctor. I saw he threw up quite a bit of threes there towards the second half of that JV game. So if he gets to play tonight, I definitely expect they'll be utilizing that.
Yeah, going to expect that we're going to get to see Cole Critchlow and Cole with an H. Cole with an H. I like it.
I like it.
I like it. About a minute 30 left before the start of this game.
And I see Noah Pate out there. That'll be number 32. All the viewers need to be looking out for tonight. But another top player for the team is number 40, Ethan Flood. Xander Jennings. That's a senior for them. He's averaging around 7 points per game and roughly 6 rebounds per game. So definitely a big difference between Noah Pate and the next player following him in points per game and rebounds.
Yeah, the points per game for Cloverport are just not going to look great because they've had a lot of games that they scored 20-something points in.
Yeah.
Like they've scored in the 20s, and that's just not ever going to help for your points per game if you're on average not scoring very much. So it's going to be interesting to see what the ending score is tonight. I know the girls' game was pretty high scoring. It was a lopsided score, but it was high scoring for us, and Cloverport didn't get shut out by any means. So
No, not without doubt. And just about to get underway for starting lineup, so we will take you there.
And good evening once again, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Breckinridge County High School and Tiger Arena and tonight's second varsity game between the Cloverport High School Aces and the Fighting Tigers of the Breckinridge County High School. At this time, please welcome these starting lineups. First for the Aces of Cloverport. Starting at forward, number 40, Xander Jennings. At forward, number 33, Connor Lagadinos. Starting at forward, number 21, Ben Carr. And at forward, number 20, Joseph Gedling. And starting at guard, number 1, Devin Ferris. The Aces are coached by Jason Hurst. And now welcome the Fighting Tigers of the Breckinridge County High School. Starting at forward, number 41, Justin Shrewsbury. At forward, number 42, Trey Irwin. Starting at guard, number 20, Tavion Mitchell. At guard, number 22, Brock Lucas. And starting at guard, number 5, Mason Morris. Breckinridge County is coached by Patrick Critchlow,
And here we are now as Justin Shrewsbury will be up against, can't tell who that is at the
It's going to be Ben Carr.
Ben Carr.
Two of the players out on Cloverport's starting lineup actually used to go to Breck County, so
Oh, wow.
they're both seniors. I knew them from a long time ago.
And Cloverport wins the tip-off. Kason Morris, a big defender for Breckinridge County on top. And stolen by Brock Lucas already.
And misses the layup, but it's going to be rebounded by Kason Morris. Inside to Brock.
And missed pass to Justin Shrewsbury. Went for the bounce, but just a little too quick.
Tried to thread the needle there, but didn't quite get to him. So Joseph Gedling with the ball off to Ben Carr. Ferris, and the ball stripped from Ferris.
Kavion now with the ball. Pass to Kason Morris. Nice move, but cannot get the job done. Kavion Mitchell and Kason Morris, heavy defense up top. And an air ball by number 21, Ben Carr. Kavion driving in now. And
the finish is good. Almost looked like he threw up a prayer there, and it just went in.
And
it's going to be a turnover and Breck County ball. If Breck County takes care of business, there's no reason that this game should not go our way in this one. So just got to make shots here.
good look to Justin Shrewsbury, and he finishes.
Good finish by Justin Shrewsbury.
Yeah, one thing the Tigers need to remember if they do get up pretty good is to not settle, especially when it's could make an easy comeback against Butler County. And stolen by Brock Lucas, but taking, and the layup. A lot just happened there. And
changed hands a number of times and then eventually finds his way right back to Brock Lucas.
And this will be a timeout, Cloverport.
You know, something that I just thought about earlier today was at the beginning of the season, we were really wondering what our post presence was going to look like. And man, has Justin Shrewsbury and Trey Irwin really filled that role.
Without a doubt, without a doubt. Two big seniors on the team. Definitely a lot of leadership with those two young gentlemen. Really propels the team down there.
Not sure where we'd be without him.
Yeah, Justin averaging roughly 14 points per game and over 6 rebounds per game. And he's a great shooter, as you have mentioned before and as we have seen.
All the seniors play such a crucial role to this team.
Look to 32, no good.
That's Drew
But he gets
Tate.
his own
His own rebound.
And rebounded by Trey Irwin now. Brock Lucas taking the ball up. And walk is called on Kason Morris. He went for the pump fake and just nudged a little too much.
I noticed at the very beginning that Noah Pate didn't start in this game. And with 23 points a game, you would think you'd play.
Yeah, I noticed that. I was looking around for him, and runner no good. Breckinridge County up 6. Now it's Devin Ferris up top.
Double teamed. That's going to be Xander Jennings misses the shot. Rebounded by Justin Shrewsbury.
Kason Morris now with the ball to Brock Lucas for the wing three.
It's good. Good looking stroke from Brock Lucas on that three.
And stolen by Kavion Mitchell to Kason Morris.
Nearly lost the ball, and it's going to end up back in Brock's hands. Inside to Justin. Spin, no good. Rebounded by Kason Morris. Back to Brock. And that one rims out.
I mean, that was a great-looking pass by
gosh.
Kaysen. Just got it to Brock through the hands of Cloverport.
It just wasn't meant to be. 2 shots I thought were going to go down.
Ben Carr, no good on the 3. Kavion driving hard, and he loses it up top, but that was knocked out by Cloverport. Breckinridge ball.
So Austin Hedges checks in.
Brock inbounding the ball. Gets it to Justin Shrewsbury under the basket. Can't finish. And almost stripped away. Trey Irwin for the 3. No good. And
I believe that's going to be a foul, or
I believe that'll be a foul on, yes, it'll be a foul on Justin Shrewsbury. And travel called on Noah Pate. Shuffled just a tad bit there as he was coming across half-court line.
I thought that looked odd. I didn't notice that it was a travel at first. It just looked kind of strange.
Yeah. Kavion Mitchell finding room for the layup is good.
A good contested finish here as Brett County is out to an early 11-0 lead. Joseph Gedling inside Euro step and blocked by Justin Shrewsbury.
Justin didn't look like he put much effort into that block there. Just an incredible height on Cloverport right there. I don't remember who the player was. I believe that was number 20.
Joseph Gedling. And that, yeah, Justin, I'm not sure how tall he is, but he's quite a bit taller than everyone on the floor except for Trey.
And Isaac Seeger is in now for Brock Lucas while we were talking there. Number 5 is also in. That's Austin Hedges. Devin Ferris now. Pass to Austin Hedges. Ben Carr for the 3.
Three-point goal, Ben Carr.
Kavion off to Isaac. Isaac from the corner, no good. Noah Pate to Ben Carr. Off to Ferris. And thrown away as Gedling couldn't get a handle on it.
Looked like a pretty good pass there from Noah Pate to number 20, Joseph Gedling, but miscommunication right there. Tough luck. Definitely going to have to improve in their placements moving forward in the game. Isaac Seeger with the ball.
Thought about the 3,
away.
but stripped. Austin Hedges nearly lost the ball. Noah Pate splits 2 defenders inside.
Austin Hedges
Finished
misses
no
it.
good.
Rebounded by Isaac Seeger.
Isaac pulls up with a 3. The 3 no good. Rebounded by Noah Pate.
Good look there by Isaac Seeger.
Yeah, not only is Noah Pate their leading scorer, but he's also their leading rebounder. We've seen that already. Oh my
Kavion
goodness.
over the head of Noah Pate. He's going for the block there, but got a little out of control with his jump. Tigers only up 11-3 now. So decently slow start for the Tigers, especially compared to the girls' game previously. Noah Pate makes the first free throw. Trey Irwin's coming in for Justin Shrewsbury now. And that'll be Xander Jennings in for Joseph Gedling for Cloverport.
And Noah Pate hit the second free throw. So Isaac Seeger's going to take the ball up now.
Nice move by Kavion. Just couldn't finish it, but he gets his own rebound, and he draws the foul. Kind of a slower start for Kavion tonight and some of the other players too.
Yeah, with only 1:30 left in this first quarter, only 11 points on the board. So there's been higher scoring nights than this for sure.
And Kavion misses the first free throw. And he makes the second. And that'll be still Cloverport ball. I thought Devin Ferris just lost the dribble there, but Kavion may have had a hand in it. Breckinridge County using a 4-man press here.
Ferris shoots a 3. It's no good.
Not a good look there as they're down by a decent amount. Needs to find better options.
Brock Lucas, great pass to Casey Morris. He was open in the corner but missed it. Trey Irwin and one.
Nice finish by Trey Irwin. Very aggressive down in the paint, able to get through 3 defenders there. Definitely need to see that more often from him.
Nice to see. That was a very good finish from Trey Irwin.
Just a minute now to go before second quarter commences. And he makes the free throw for the 3-point play. And stolen by Isaac Seeger, but that was blocked out by Casey Morris. Tigers defense is definitely incredible as they're very aggressive. And could have been a good reverse layup there by Xander Jennings, but couldn't get the finish.
Isaac Seeger open for a moment in the corner, but to Brock inside to Kaysen, he misses the layup. Kaysen went for the reverse, and I think he just had the regular layup there, so no need to get fancy.
Ethan Lucas is now coming in for Kaysen Morris, another junior for the Tigers. Haven't got to see him play as much as some of the other players, but definitely a good lockdown defender as he almost steals the ball, and he does.
Comes up with it.
Kavion Mitchell, nice
and
move.
It rolls out.
That has happened so many times to Kavion on the night already.
So close. But can't quite get it to fall.
Oh, and foul on Trey Irwin right to the face of Noah Pate.
Yeah, and Ethan Lucas checked in, but I'm nearly certain that 45 isn't his regular number. He's
no,
retro.
I don't believe so.
The retro uniforms must not have had his number. Correct me if I'm wrong, but
hard pass there.
Yeah. Correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't Ethan normally number 3?
I believe that is correct. And is 20 Kavion's normal number?
No, it's 21.
I felt like I believe it was 21. Some of the players switching out here. Trey Irwin on Xander Jennings, and he gets the stop, but Noah Pate goes over him. Kavion driving hard.
It looks so good from here.
It looked good. We've already seen Kavion with a half-court pull-up, roughly half-court pull-up to end the quarter already, so you never know what you're going to get.
All right, and while we got time, we're going to send you to a quick word from our sponsors.
Wright Implement is your one-stop source for everything John Deere. Save like never before on everything from commercial zero-turn mowers to lawn tractors to compact utility tractors and more. Right now at Wright Implement, you can get 0% financing for 60 months on a brand new John Deere 4044M compact utility tractor, and that price includes a loader. Save today at Wright Implement with 9 locations in Kentucky and Indiana to serve you, and online at wrightimp.com.
Welcome back as the second quarter is about to get underway. Cameron, what are we expecting?
I Not as much what we expected, but what we need to improve on. Breckinridge County only up 17-7 now. They're definitely going to need to start finding ways to get their shots in and finding better looks. They've taken a couple that probably could have been easier than they made it to be, as Kavion drives in for the layup, but it just misses. Definitely just going to have to improve overall shooting. Our defense is spectacular right now. Lots of steals, lots of blocks, and just way to keep Cloverport from not getting to the basket nearly as much as they probably normally would.
And Kavion misses the first free throw. Got to hand it to Cloverport. They've played some pretty good defense coming out here.
They've really found ways to just not allow good openings for the Tigers. Only a couple times that we've been able to drive in for some easy layups.
Kavion hits the second. And already we've seen Kavion miss a couple free throws. He went 100% in the last game against Butler County. Not typical from Kavion.
Owen loses it to Brock Lucas for the layup. And he misses the layup a couple times now. Tigers have missed some layups.
That was a great football pass down court.
And
to
stolen
Brock Lucas
by Ethan Lucas. Great job from the junior. Trey Irwin driving in now. Does not get the finish.
I think that was another instance of
Devin Ferris was out of bounds right there.
Yeah, the finish back at the other end was another instance of making the shot more difficult than it had to be.
Yeah,
had an open jumper at below the free throw line and decided to take a contested layup.
Definitely just some mental errors that need to be addressed going forward in the game.
Brock Lucas into Justin Shrewsbury, back out to Brock. The three, no good.
Same place, he made it earlier. Skip past there. 33 for the jump shot, it's good. That was Connor Lagadinos.
The freshman, Connor Lagadinos.
That was a nice pull-up right there. Kavion.
Rebounded by Justin, and he is fouled by 3 people down there. That was a very contested layup right there.
As you said, making things harder than they needed to be. Kavion was driving in there against a very contested paint. Probably could have found someone open on the wing right there to get another good look jumper. And this is the first. Not very strong from the free throw line. Normally, right now,
2 for 5?
I believe so. Justin Shrewsbury's 75% from field goals, and don't have his free throws, but I know he's definitely a great free throw shooter. Breckinridge County's overall free throw percent is 76.5%. That'll probably be going down after this game. But and ripped away by Kavion. Ethan couldn't get to it though. No pay driving in.
And that rolls in. Wow.
Tigers only up by 8 now. Good defense by Devin Ferris. Nice pass to Justin Shrewsbury with the finish.
Great finish. The little post hook there from Justin Shrewsbury.
And stolen by Kavion to Ethan Lucas for the finish. Nice job by Kavion Mitchell to find his man there.
That was a heads-up play. Knew he was going to be challenged at the rim and dished off to the open teammate. That's always what you want to see in a game like this.
Very non-selfish play right there.
And, you know, when you start getting up in the game, it's easy for people to get selfish. You just want to keep those selfish tendencies from happening because everybody's going to get their chance today.
Yeah. And ripped away by Kavion. Decent move there, but he could not get the finish on the layup. I tell you, that's happened at least 10 times in the game so far where he has missed a layup like that.
Great anticipation and great job at stealing the pass, though, on the other end.
Yeah. Yeah, one thing Cloverport is definitely going to need to fix is that they're definitely going to need to find better looks and better passing. Their passing has been not very strong tonight as they've passed it right into the hands of Breckinridge County players.
Their passing's been a little lackadaisical throughout the game so far.
That is definitely the correct word for that.
Into the ball game for Cloverport number 23, Zach Lamar.
Tigers up by 13. A lot bigger lead. I believe that's the highest lead of the night so far. And Kavion makes the second. Good press defense by Isaac Seeger and Kason Morris as Breckinridge County gets the ball.
That's just outstanding defense and pressure for Breck County.
Yeah, Breckinridge County definitely knows how to use their press well. Inbound to Justin Shrewsbury.
Good finish.
Shrewsbury.
Put it in off the glass and
Pull
looking for a
up.
stop.
No good.
No good.
And that will be a foul on Connor Lagadinos to Brock Lucas.
Game now is at number 23. Zach Blair is first. Team 6. From this point on, Breckinridge County will shoot the bonus.
Four and a half minutes left. Kason Morris in the corner, no good. Back to Kason Morris, the floater, also no good.
Kason has not been having a very strong shooting night tonight, but he has been making up for it on the defensive end.
Joseph Gedling, the three is long.
And Kavion loses the ball there. Don't see that very often.
Just lost the handle on it. Nobody really tipped it away. He just kind of got away from him. Ben Carr, no good.
Rebounded by Isaac Seeger, driving around. Finds Justin Shrewsbury going in with a finish.
Just powered his way inside and finished it off in the paint. Stolen by Brock Lucas. Kavion, the three, no good.
Just short there on the three. Yeah, going into halftime, I can definitely see what the coaches will be saying. And
he gets the
finish.
and
He
one.
finally gets it, but as I was saying, I have a feeling the coaches will definitely be getting on them for some of their shots and definitely just need to improve overall, just on the overall shooting and field goals. But that was an incredible move by Kavion. He's been trying it for 2 quarters now, and it finally goes through.
He finally got the and one.
Ethan Lucas is in now for Isaac Seeger, and Kavion makes the 3-point play.
Breck County now about 21. And that's going to be out on Cloverport.
No,
Oh.
that'll be out on Kavion. Thought that was clearly off of Nathan Poole there, but
Well,
refs
that's-
giving the benefit of the doubt as Breckinridge County is up 32-11.
It's understandable, but that was a questionable call. Joseph Gedling inside. Noah Pate can't finish. Trey Irwin off to Kavion Mitchell. Kason Morris driving inside. Had 5 guys surrounding him, and he got fouled on the play.
In a moment like that, if you're going to drive in, you definitely need to be looking around you to see who's open. Brock Lucas, Ethan Lucas, and Kavion were all open near the wing since the defense was pounding onto Kason instead. But he draws a foul, and hopefully we'll get the job done.
Some in-and-out offense would do Breck County wonders if they could hit some threes right now. So far, Brock Lucas has looked like the best free throw shooter of the night. He's had a very good-looking shot from the corner over there. So, honestly, if you can find him open in the corner, it's going to be a good night.
Casey makes both. And just over 2 minutes to go. And almost stolen by Ethan Lucas.
Good move by Noah Pate, but it is blocked.
Kavion gets through the defense. And with the finish, nice pass to Kaysen and back to Kavion. Good teamwork there.
And Lagadinos can't finish. Noah Pate gets fouled.
That was great defense by Trey Irwin to not get the shot off. Noah Pate makes the first. And Ben Carr's coming in for Joseph Gedling and Isaac Seeger and Justin Shrewsbury. And Tigers up 36-12. Impressive lead.
Kavion now with the ball.
Isaac Seeger open in the corner.
And
No
that's
good.
going to be an air ball. Ethan Lucas is blocked.
That was good timing there, but he still was blocked.
Case in the three, no good.
Tough night from the three-point line. I believe there's only been 1 3 made, and that was Brock Lucas.
Brock's been about the only shooter that's looked like
Ripped away by Casey
looked like he was
Morris.
ready to shoot tonight. It's been challenging.
And he could not get the runner. Nathan Poole now almost loses the ball. And almost stolen again by Casey Morris.
Yeah, it's kind of odd to see a 24-point deficit, but yet we've made 1 3. It's been
The game has been very one-sided, and that one side is defense.
yeah.
Our defense is at the top, and our offense
It's struggling a little
is
bit.
struggling. Kavion driving through many defenders, does not get the finish. Kavion's been driving through, going through lots of defenders when he possibly could find some open looks. And rebounded by Isaac Seeger.
Justin Shrewsbury inside. Nobody saw him at first, and that's a good heads-up move by Justin Shrewsbury. Defenders lost track of the ball, and Justin was able to drive right in for the open layup. Blocked by Justin, taken by Kavion down court.
And
Misses again.
Not getting the layups. And foul on Isaac Seeger.
That was on number 11, Isaac Seeger, his first, team 6.
Casey Morris coming in for Kavion now.
And that's going to be out of play.
Ethan Lucas almost with the steal there. Noah Pate in to Connor Lagadinos and stolen by Brock Lucas out of nowhere.
Inside the finger roll, no good. He gets his own rebound and puts it back up and in.
We are struggling quite a bit when it comes to driving and layups tonight.
Yeah, and it does really seem like that, and yet we still have 40 points before halftime. So I'm going to take it. I'm not going to complain. I'll take it. It's been a cold shooting night, though.
Yeah.
All the points are coming either at the free throw line or from layups.
And Connor Lagadinos for the three.
And that is your first half. Cameron, what are your thoughts?
I know we're up by almost 30 practically. But Tigers, they're struggling when it comes to offense. I haven't seen as much from the substitutes tonight, mainly Ethan Lucas, but I have a feeling in the second half we will definitely get to see more from them. But yeah, definitely going to need to improve on our range shooting and definitely our drives. We have been not able to finish off when it comes to laying in.
Yeah, it's been a cold shooting first half, but looking to turn that around in the second half. And now, while we have time, we're going to send you to a commercial break.
Wright Implement is your one-stop source for everything John Deere. Save like never before on everything from commercial zero-turn mowers to lawn tractors to compact utility tractors and more. Right now at Wright Implement, you can get 0% financing for 60 months on a brand new John Deere 4044M compact utility tractor. And that price includes a loader. Save today at Wright Implement with 9 locations in Kentucky and Indiana to serve you. And online at wrightimp.com.
Emptiness. That's what this is right now. And I'm not just talking about the auditorium. Here at Breck Live, we have space for a commercial. Your very own commercial. Kobe. This could have been you, but instead, it's just me, all alone. And I just want to go home.
And so I said LSU by 40. Oh, sorry. Didn't know we were back on stream.
Sorry, our sports betting did not need to come on the air today, Cameron. Gosh, come on, it's just sad. All right, back to Breckinridge County versus the Cloverport Aces. So it was an interesting first half because both of us at halftime thought that they didn't seem like they were looking great, yet we're up by 25.
Yep.
It's a little odd. I don't know how to explain it.
Well, you can explain it like this. The field goal percentages are pretty bad so far.
Right.
When it comes to range shooting, and even under the basket, we have been not able to finish on layups. I believe due in part to deciding to go through riskier paths to get to the basket where most of the defenders are. Whenever there's some wing players out ready to shoot, definitely don't know if that's really selfish or just not as being aware, but definitely going to have to improve on the vision of the court coming into this second half.
Yeah, and it's just, it's kind of, it lacks a little je ne sais quoi, if you will. It's just like there's been 1 3 in this game, and threes are fun to watch. Contested layups are fun to watch, and we haven't seen a whole lot of that. It's been a lot of either open layups or, you know, just wide open shots, and that's how we've got 40 points. It's just nothing has looked good. Like even free throw shooting hasn't really looked great so far. It got better in the second quarter, but the first quarter it wasn't very good.
But on the other hand, one thing that is looking almost perfect is the Tiger defense. I mean, tell me about that.
Well, I think it's due in large part to Trey Irwin and Justin Shrewsbury protecting the paint down low and blocking shots. But you cannot rule out Brock Lucas, Kavion Mitchell, Casey Morris, and Isaac Seeger all stealing the ball up at the top of the key.
And don't forget Ethan Lucas,
too. Don't forget Ethan Lucas. They're all contributing on defense right now, and it's a fine-tuned machine on defense. Just need to get the offense back at a level that the defense is at right now.
And here they come in their retro attire. I'm not going to lie. I really like the retro outfits that when they wear it. I don't know if it's because it's kind of funny seeing them all.
It's a little funny.
And track shorts practically.
Right. I mean, like, I've got to say, if I play 2K, I'm the 85 Celtics, so I'm just used to the short shorts. You know, like, it just makes sense for basketball. And then you get to today, and, Allen Iverson had to change everything. I mean, John Stockton shorts just become not a thing anymore.
Well, I mean, the shorts got really long, and now they're starting to make their way back up the thigh.
Back to a reasonable thing. At one point, basketball shorts were like past the knees, like nearly capri pants.
Like it was skate shorts, essentially. They should have just put on blue jean skate shorts and went out there and played basketball. That's what I thought of every time I saw somebody wearing shorts like that.
I think the worst ever was the old Allen Iverson Georgetown uniforms. They were like, they swallowed Iverson. It was awful. It was weird to look at. But I don't know. I think it'd be, it's up there with the sleeved shirts. Like the sleeved uniforms like Louisville a few years ago. Goodness. Those are the least classy things I can think of, to be honest.
Tigers working on their shots. Definitely needed based on how the first half went. But 50 seconds left before we move into the second half, and hopefully a dub for the Tigers.
Just need to take care of business. This game could be closed out by just simply taking care of the basketball and converting easy opportunities.
Without a doubt. still don't know why we're complaining. It's 40-15.
We gotta talk about something, right?
Hey. Can't be saying that.
It's been a great game.
And here we are starting the second half. I believe this will be Cloverport possession.
So all the starters out there for Breck County. Nope, wait, minus Trey Irwin. Isaac Seeger's in.
And there's already been a steal. A nice pass to Kavion Mitchell, but he can't get the finish.
Rebounded by Justin Shrewsbury. Inside, back out to Kaysen. Open three, no good.
Yeah, already great defense in this second half. And already again stolen by Kavion Mitchell. Dunk! I've been waiting all night for it.
I've loved the last two games, Cameron. I've loved them.
You've loved them.
I've loved them.
Brock Lucas now in control.
Mid-range jumper, no good.
Almost rebounded by Justin Shrewsbury there. And pass right into Kavion Mitchell to Kaysen Morris for the finish.
Good finish from Kaysen
Already
Morris.
starting to look better now. And stolen by Kavion Mitchell again, and he gets the finish.
Great defense leading to good offense
I
here.
mean, incredible press the Tigers are using right now. Cloverport cannot find an opening whatsoever.
To start the second half, it's been a 6-0 run in the last minute and a half.
Cloverport head coach incredibly upset with the team right now and their performance. They definitely need to be looking for better openings in the passing, as they're, if not, Breckinridge County's going to be all over it.
You know, it's been a great stretch of defense here lately for the Tigers. Butler County and now Cloverport, it's been very good showings in both of those games.
Honestly, I believe Breckinridge County is a much more defensive team than they are offensively, and that goes for the entire season so far. I mean, they've been incredible, especially when it comes to transition defense.
I remember an early interview we had with Kaysen Morris where we asked him if he focused on offense or defense more, and his honest answer was defense, because they'd get KV on the ball a lot on offense, so he was going to focus on what he could contribute more to the team. And I think that's showed for just about every player so far this year.
Noah Pate now with the ball. To Ben Carr. Now it's to Devin Ferris up top. And Ben Carr could not get a hand on the pass. Yeah,
So,
I feel like that's their main struggle this game is passing.
Right. Brock Lucas is going to take the ball across half court. Inside to Justin Shrewsbury, back out to Isaac Seeger. No good on the three. Still some very cold three-point shooting from the Tigers. Joseph Gedling trapped. He throws the ball off Brock Lucas.
Xander Jennings, no good. Justin Shrewsbury taking it up To Isaac Seeger, wing three. No good. And stolen by Isaac Seeger.
No good on the runner. Stolen again by Isaac Seeger. Kason Morris and the finish.
Xander Jennings bringing it up.
Almost loses the handle. Inside of Noah Pate in the finish.
Noah Pate's had a pretty good night so far.
He's showing why he's the leading scorer and the leader of this team. 23 points a night and 9 rebounds a night.
And that was a good look from Kaysen to Justin, but he just could not get the shot through.
And there's going to be a foul called.
Ethan Lucas and Trey Irwin coming in for Justin Shrewsbury and Isaac Seeger.
Isaac Seeger picked up that last foul. So Joseph Gedling off to Xander Jennings.
Good passing by Cloverport there.
Quick, crisp passing.
Ben Carr for the three, no good. Kason Morris now.
Trey thought about the three, goes inside and misses the shot. Stolen by Kaysen. Ethan Lucas, the mid-range jumper.
Ethan's had a couple on for him tonight. And Cloverport cannot get the finish now. Noah Pate goes up. He still can't get it. Stolen by Ethan Lucas. To Kavion Mitchell. Nice pass. Kavion's driving in. Euro step, no good.
But he does draw the foul, so he'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Tigers up 51-17.
And we're a little over halfway through this third quarter. Kept the Aces to 2 points so far in the third quarter.
Ryan Christ is in now. Brock Lucas out.
First time we've seen Ryan in this game.
And Kavion makes it. They found a way through that press there. But they took long for trying to find an opening. Ben Carr and ripped away by Kavion. Bad look there by Cloverport. Oh, and just couldn't get the finish, but Kavion
was there with the rebound and the finish on the second chance points.
Really good defensive lineup out here right now.
Xander Jennings, bad pass. Kaysen taking it down court.
Nice contested layup there by Kason Morris. Definitely great improvement in his second half.
Cloverport kind of just sitting on the ball here.
And jump ball, great job by Ethan Lucas. As this will be Breckinridge County possession now.
Kavion bring the ball up court, off to Isaac Seeger. Ethan Lucas thought about the three, goes inside, misses the runner.
Almost stripped away by Isaac Seeger. Ben Carr to Noah Pate, baseline jumper, no good. Rebounded by Cloverport.
The three, Cloverport, no good.
Noah Pate almost trying to get the ball out before it went out of bounds. Cole Critchlow in for Kavion Mitchell. First time we've seen him on the night. Ethan Lucas bringing up the ball.
Trey
Nice
inside of Cole
pass.
Critchlow. Can't finish, but he is fouled on the play.
Nice pass from Trey to Cole. Cole has a very unique shot.
Yeah, it's interesting. As he missed the first, the second free throw is good.
But it got the job done.
So now Hedges is going to bring the ball up the court for Cloverport.
Almost ripped away by Ethan Lucas as there's 20 seconds to go. Cloverport just going to try to get the last shot off.
Now 4 seconds left. Hedges trying to pass the ball. He's got to shoot now, and they're going to let time expire before a shot.
Don't know really what they were planning on that one.
I think they just lost track of time
Believe
there.
so.
But
And
we're going to send you over to a quick commercial break.
Wright Implement is your one-stop source for everything John Deere. Save like never before on everything from commercial zero-turn mowers to lawn tractors to compact utility tractors and more. Right now at Wright Implement, you can get 0% financing for 60 months on a brand new John Deere 4044M compact utility tractor, and that price includes a loader. Save today at Wright Implement with 9 locations in Kentucky and Indiana to serve you, and online at wrightimp.com.
welcome back to the fourth and final quarter of this Breckinridge County Cloverport matchup.
Yep, 57-17. 40-point lead now. That's comfortable.
And
several starters out on the floor. Well, 2, actually. Isaac Seeger, the 6th man out there. Cole Critchlow and Ryan Christ as well.
Cloverport just trying to find a way to get an opening in the Tiger defense. They're almost waiting too long. Tigers have really strong defense up, but they find number 5, and now back up to number 23, Zach Lamar.
So now Hedges is pretty much trapped here. Dishes the ball off to Lagadinos. Cloverport not doing much of anything right now with the ball. Isaac Seeger on the ball handler.
Peyton Blair now. I'm not sure if they're planning to just wait this 6-minute out.
Cloverport has held the ball for 1.5 minutes. I think this is a testimony, Cameron. I feel like it's a sign.
And finally ripped away by Brock Lucas as he goes up for the layup. Cole Proctor and Trey Irwin coming in, and Brock Lucas and Justin Shrewsbury out.
So I believe it was a wise man that once said, "Why is there not a shot clock in high school?"
I believe that wise man you're referring to is, I forget the name.
Oh yeah, you.
That's
Yeah,
right. That's right.
That's right. I forgot.
Unless the shot clock was 2 minutes and I just didn't know it. They're just waiting to run the shot clock down a little bit.
At the minute mark, I think I just fouled just to stop the clock for anything.
A lot of the fans have left, and after that possession, I don't want to say it, but I can see why.
That was like a dagger in my back. Like it pained me to watch that possession. Nothing happened.
Cole Proctor now.
Trey Irwin open at the three-point line. He's going to work the ball around here. Spin move inside. No good, but he is fouled.
Trey Irwin at the line now. And the first is no good. (59-18) Tigers with just over 5 minutes. And he misses the second as well.
Devin Ferris with the ball.
Bing Carr for the threes, no good. Rebounded by Cole Proctor. Cole Proctor no good on the three. Bad pass by Devin Ferris. And a little bit of confusion down there. Didn't know who was going to inbound it. But Ethan Lucas inbounds it to Trey Irwin. And now Ethan Lucas has control of the ball.
About 4 minutes left in this game. As Cole Proctor off to Trey Irwin.
Trey finds Cole Critchlow, nice pass. Oh, thought that might somehow go in.
So now Joseph Gedling is going to bring the ball up the court, past half court. Off to Ben Carr, back to Gedling, off to Ferris.
Carr to Pate. He's
Pate
making his
double
move
teamed.
now.
Through
Nice
two
move.
defenders and one.
That was a great move by Noah Pate there, as he gets the team to 20 points. Just under 4 minutes. Should still be about 5 minutes and 30 seconds after that extremely long-held possession. But we'll forget about it.
We can try. We can try. And lost the ball as Ferris comes away with it.
Incredible
Drives down court.
speed, but he does not get the finish. Cole Critchlow able to maintain the rebound.
Ryan Chris to Ethan Lucas. Ethan's going to take the ball. Works it off to Cole Proctor.
Good ball movement here.
Makes his way around to Trey.
To Ethan. Making his move. Cole Proctor for the three.
No good, and that's going to go out of bounds.
Isaac in for Trey Irwin. Still haven't seen Eamon O'Donohue this game.
Of course, we don't know. Maybe Eamon has a slight injury that we don't know about.
It is possible.
Not wanting to get risked.
Two minutes, 30 seconds. And it appears this is going to be another long-held possession by Cloverport. And miscommunication there between Peyton Belair and Nathan Poole. Isaac Seeger to Ethan Lucas.
So now Ethan handling the ball. He's at the top of the key.
Nice pass to Ryan Chris. Cannot get it though. Connor Lagadino's bringing it up. And almost ripped away by Ethan Lucas, but stolen by Isaac Seeger. And he gets it to Ethan Lucas. No, doesn't have control. Back to Lagadino's.
You know, the score of this game was at halftime. I expected a higher scoring game, but been stuck on 59 for a while now.
I do not know. Nice behind the look pass to Cole Proctor for the three.
The three for Cole Proctor.
Definitely what I saw from him in the earlier game today.
Cloverport just hanging on to the ball here.
They have 26 seconds, so they will just hold it out for the remainder of the time. A great game for the Tigers to come away with a win, 62-21. Inside 10 seconds now, as this ball game is going to wrap it up. And that is it. That is your final score, 62-21. Great game for Breckinridge County. And we will be having an interview shortly coming up with Zach Martin. And we'll bring that to you shortly. But for Cameron and Noah, we are signing off.
Wright Implement is your one-stop source for everything John Deere. Save like never before on everything from commercial zero-turn mowers to lawn tractors to compact utility tractors and more. Right now at Wright Implement, you can get 0% financing for 60 months on a brand new John Deere 4044M compact utility tractor. And that price includes a loader. Save today at Wright Implement with 9 locations in Kentucky and Indiana to serve you. And online at wrightimp.com.
Emptiness. That's what this is right now. And I'm not just talking about the auditorium. Here at Breck Live, we have space for a commercial. Your very own commercial. Kobe. This could have been you, but instead, it's just me.
all alone. And I just want to go home.
Cameron Shaw here with senior Brock Lucas, and great win tonight, Brock, and you had a great game defensively as well. And so coming off of the win against Butler County Tuesday night, what did the team overall look to improve before you came in here tonight?
I think mostly we focused on stopping Noah Pate. You know, he's averaging 22.5 a game, 7 rebounds. So I think our main focus was just limiting him to not scoring, not getting his average, and obviously we did that. So I think it was doing pretty good.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. And no disrespect to Frederick Fraize, but how was it being able to stay focused in such a one-sided game?
Sometimes it gets tough. You know, we missed a lot of easy layups. I mean, stopping them on defense, you know, we gave up some offensive rebounds here and there. I mean, it's just sometimes it's a struggle, especially when they were passing around, making us play defense for about a minute and a half. That was a struggle.
Yeah, and last question for you. Going into Davis County next week, Tuesday, so what are you guys going to be looking to mainly improve on based on this game and getting ready for them?
I think we'll do a lot of shooting. We missed a lot of layups, a lot of easy buckets, probably some box-out drills. I think going into Davis County, we need to just work hard, play defense, and just stick with the game plan.
All right. Great game, Brock, and thanks for having us. And I'm Cameron